President-elect Donald Trump says one of his early goals for his next term is to dismantle the U.S. Department of Education. Thanks so much for joining us at 5. I'm Shay Rozzi.
And I'm Rick Marinon. This would leave billions of federal dollars and oversight in question when it comes to education in Oklahoma. New at 5, Fox 23's Devin Lyon is live in studio after speaking with State Superintendent Ryan Walters himself.
And Devin, this is getting mixed reaction from Oklahoma families while Walters supports the goal of Trump's.
That's right, but a lot needs to take place before that is to happen. It would need approval from both the House and Senate. It's all based on what some Republicans have been calling federal overreach by the USDE. However, this is a massive federal department that handles billions of dollars that go to Oklahoma schools and families.
One other thing I'll be doing very early in the administration is closing up the Department of Education in Washington, D.C., and sending all education and education work and needs back to the states. We want them to run the education of our children.
President Trump is 100% right. The federal Department of Education needs to be abolished, should be completely eliminated. What we have seen from that agency, from that department, is some of the greatest federal overreach in this nation's history.
And no surprise, State Superintendent Ryan Walters is in full support of President-elect Donald Trump's goal. He says the USDE has already made preparations for implementing the president's changes through an advisory committee announced Monday afternoon.
And the education system has needed these reforms for decades. President Trump is bringing them into place, and we're going to be the first state ready to go to enact them.
The USDE has been in place since 1979. Since then, it has been tasked with the oversight of billions in funding that go towards schools in every state. However, federal funds have flowed to Oklahoma schools long before that department was created. If destroyed, some of the biggest impact for Oklahoma would be Title I funds for lower-income families and IDEAs, which support students with disabilities. Both include tens of millions of dollars every year. The funding would still exist. It would just fall to congressional oversight or another federal department.
How would you reassure those families that there still could be access to affordable higher education?
The federal government has done nothing but hurt the education system in our state and across the country. So what we're doing in getting them out of the way is getting you more power to direct your kids' education. That means more access to more programs. That means more access to more resources. That means pathways that better fit the needs of your child.
Now, on the flip side, Democrats say this could lead to lack of oversight for state officials to manipulate education funding as they see fit. I did hear from a state representative who is a Democrat from Tulsa with the concern this is raising and the reassurance he has for public school families. I'll bring you that part of the story on Fox 23 News at 6. Live in studio, covering news that matters, Devin Lyon, Fox 23 News.
In Donald Trump's first term, he pushed to have the U.S. Department of Education and the Department of Labor merged, but that did not pass out of a Republican-controlled Congress.